Part of any good business is to analyze and understand the numerous transactions that occur. We've seen in another video that Odoo already generates many reports in different apps, which makes it a lot easier to get accurate and detailed insight without any additional input from our part. A lot can be achieved with these reports, but some companies might want to add some extra resources to analyze their transactions even more precisely, depending on their needs and requirements. For example, we might want to know exactly how much is spent in each department, or how much is earned and spent according to our projects, or how profitable a new line of products is according to the time spent working on it. This is where Odoo Analytic Accounting comes into play. With this, we can create analytic accounts and tags without having to create more accounts in our chart of accounts. It allows us to generate reports that give the insight we need and look at transactions from a different perspective. Here at Stealthywood Inc., we decided to organize our analytics in regards to our projects. This way we can analyze how profitable a custom creation was and see how much we spent across our different departments. So let's check this out right now. All right, so here I am on my database, specifically looking at the accounting module. So from here, we're going to go straight to configuration settings so that we can activate the option in order to use analytic accounting. All right, so let's scroll down. We're going to activate analytic accounting, but also for this video, we're also going to activate analytic tags. So I've already done that, but if you need to, go ahead and do that now and be sure you click on save before moving forward. Now let's go ahead and create a new analytic account. All right, so we can go to that page by clicking on this button here, or we can go to configuration, analytic accounts. All right, then let's go ahead and create a new one. We're going to call this Edna's Library. All right, and we're going to add the reference Edna1. We're going to create a group as well. So this will be a group where we can add multiple analytic accounts and get the results for all of these accounts or for the one group. So we're going to call this Custom Creations. We can add a parent group if we would like to, a description, and if we're in a multi-company environment, we can also select the company. However, I'm going to leave these blank. So let's go ahead and save. Then we're going to go ahead and create a vendor bill. So I went to Vendors, Bills. Now I'm going to click on Create. Let's choose our vendor, Wood Corner. All right, we're going to go ahead and say Oak for the description. All right, and then we're going to add that analytic account, of course, the one that we just created. We'll say unit price of 15,000, and then we're going to validate this. Once it's validated, we then can go to accounting and to our analytic items. So these analytic items are like journal items, but for analytic accounting. All right, so let's group by analytic account here. It's just nicely organized. It's easy to see everything this way. All right, and if we go to our analytic account at Edna's Library, we see that we have one item here. So all entries that are linked to an analytic account will have items such as this right here. So again, that's an accounting analytic items. So we can select that item and have all of the information. Now let's go to reporting. And we're going to go to our analytic report. Okay, so what's cool here is that we will be able to see all of our analytic accounts on the left and the balance on the right. So we'll be able to see the balances for all of the analytic accounts during a specific period or for a specific period. So right now I'm just looking at this month, April. I can look at this quarter, this financial year, or I can even specify some specific dates. All right, now what's really cool here is this option, hierarchy and subtotals. Okay, with this option, we'll be able to see the balance for our groups of analytical accounts. All right, so for example, we see custom creations here. All right, if we click on this, we'll see that it's only one analytic account. However, if we have multiple, it will be totaled here. So for example, let's go ahead and look out accounts without a group. So we have over 24,000, negative 24,000. We have multiple accounts here, and we can see the individual balance for these accounts. All right, now what we're going to do is go back to reporting and to profit and loss. So here we have our basic profit and loss report, but something that's really cool is we can look at this specific to our one account. So let's go to Analytic. Let's choose our account, Edna's Library. All right. And boom, just like that, we're going to have a profit and loss report for all of the entries linked to this analytic account. How cool is that? Now what we're going to do is create an analytic tag and see how this works. So let's go to Configuration, Analytic Tags. All right, we're going to create a new one. Okay, we're going to call it Bookcase, simply. Okay, we're going to select this option, Analytic Distribution. And we're going to go ahead and add some analytic accounts. So the first one will be Edna's Library, of course. Okay, and then we're also going to add research and development. Let's say, yeah, just like that. All right, so if we would like to create a new analytic account on the fly, we can also do that here by clicking on Create and Edit. All right, but we're not going to do that now. I'm just going to go ahead and save. So I have 2 analytic accounts for the one analytic tag. All right, now let's go back to vendors, bills, and create another one. Okay, we're going to choose Wood Corner. All right, we want to get a bookcase. All right, and this time I'm going to add the analytic tag rather than specify the analytic account. All right, not hidden bookcase, but regular bookcase. There we go. Let's add a unit price. Let's say 700. Validate. All right, now when we go to accounting and analytic items, and we look at our bookcase here, we're going to see 2 items for this vendor bill, all right? So we see one for Edna's Library and also one for research and development as well. So we have 2 items, and that's because an item is created for each analytic account that we have associated with that tag. So it's pretty cool. All right, now what we're going to do is jump to the project application and create a new one. Okay, so we're going to call this DC's tables, and we are going to allow timesheets. Let's create. We're going to add a column design, add, go ahead and create a new task. We're going to call this design of tables, add. All right, let's go ahead and enter this. Let's edit and add a timesheet. Okay, let's go ahead and say this is the mockup. It took 2 hours, and save. All right, now we're going to go back to the accounting application and to our analytic report. Now, when I created that project, it automatically created an analytic account for me. All right, so if I go to DC's tables, I'm going to be able to see that information right here. Okay, so the hours are recorded and the amount is calculated based on my cost per hour that's configured on the employee's form. All right, and this is really cool because Odoo will automatically generate that analytic account for me. I don't have to manually create it before I create the project and then link the 2 together. It will happen automatically, which is really convenient. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.